Hey guys, it is indeed your boy Mr. Lix, and we're back again for another one on this here BrBpTV YouTube platform. Be real, be positive, brothers and sisters. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. So welcome, brothers and sisters. I do appreciate you guys for definitely tuning in to another vibrations. I seem to be clapping a lot, brothers and sisters. Hand clap to the masses out and loud over the place right there, guys. I will also be dropping another reaction on the Mr. Lix reaction, guys, a bit later on. So definitely tune in for that. That link will be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. So of course, with that said, guys, don't forget to do what? Hit that like button, brothers and sisters. Click the thumbs up button. I would appreciate that. Of course, helping the algorithm to push these videos further and further out there. Of course, with that said, guys, let us get into the vibrations for today right there. Now, brothers and sisters, this has been sent to me, and of course, say, Mr. Lix, send this out there to the people, man. All right, brothers and sisters. So apparently, according to these instructions right there, given the circumstances surrounding this whole condition of the state-of-the-art hospital, brothers and sisters, remember, state-of-the-art, that is quite unstate-like in its operations, brothers and sisters, but state-of-the-art hospital, brothers and sisters, during this whole carnival season, please be mindful to avoid any accidents, and of course, make sure that there's an incident-free carnival season, brothers and sisters. You cannot afford to risk getting any serious blows. Don't fight. Don't end up in any squabble. Don't say, hey, your mother this and your mother that to somebody that honor a thing. You know, drinking a little waters. Behave all yourself, brothers and sisters. They want an incident free. Take your time on the road, brothers and sisters. If you're going to the beach, take your time. If you're trying to have a little, you know, a little consumption of something, nothing wrong with that, with the stomach sake, hallelujah. Brothers and sisters, be mindful that there's a designated individual to do such a thing, especially when it comes down to traveling. You have to be mindful of yourself as well as others as well, brothers and sisters. Keep that in mind during this whole carnival season 2024. You cannot afford to risk, it's true. A hospital is in an unstate of the art condition, brothers and sisters. So you cannot afford to risk getting any serious injuries or ending up in any sort of situation which might end up, you know, breaking your bones, brothers and sisters. Breaking your bones in this time in Dominica is not a good thing, okay? So do not break your bones. No pasas sipote, whatever that means, brothers and sisters. If you guys can let me know what that means. It's like we not sipote, I don't know. Okay, brothers and sisters. Everybody will have to take their bump and pretend it's Jim Reeves they're listening to. Well, I don't know how you can take bump on Jim Reeves, but hey, it is what it is. I wonder if Triple K them can remix a Jim Reeves, man. Jim is, you know. All right. Anyways, don't even have foul play, brothers and sisters. Don't make whoopee. Don't do the horizontal mamba, brothers and sisters. Be careful. We can't help with that either. All the best. Fun frolic and more for mass 2020, brothers and sisters. In other words, just behave all yourself now, please. Behave all yourself now. Can you do that? If not for yourself, do it for me, please. Incident free season, brothers and sisters. You want to go out there, holiday time, true. People come in, foreigners come in and bring gifts and so far for you. You want to enjoy these gifts, don't you? If they're bringing some clothes down for you, want to enjoy. Hey, look my new clothes. Not true. All right. So please, brothers and sisters, be mindful that you will also get to enjoy life. Okay? Enjoy life to the fullest right there and then. But I do know some people right now that are not enjoying life. You know what these people are? All right. The individuals of JIMMIT, all the way going to Belfast and then some, brothers and sisters. This is what it was like around 8 something this morning. Heavy traffic. And of course, this is actually coming from Belfast, going towards JIMMIT. So you can see all the traffic right there, brothers and sisters. Serious traffic. Early in the morning, people trying to go to work, man, to see if they can earn a little bread. Look at this new invention, brothers and sisters. This person, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. You have to use the HRV to the best of its abilities, brothers and sisters. And of course, it seems like that's where it stopped. But brothers and sisters, it continue, you know, it continue on. This is around the Belfast region, brothers and sisters. So that's to tell you, you know, be mindful, brothers and sisters. So apparently we're getting some information from Nari. Nari, of course, is in that area.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
And I'm not in a happy mood thanks to the police force of Dominica.
So apparently the police force is the one responsible for what is happening with all this traffic jam. People trying to go to work and they're there to stop you from going. If you're on your last card, brothers and sisters, they write you up for coming late. They say no more excuses. We give you 2 chances. No more excuses, brothers and sisters. Based on this situation, you get fired because police stopping you and you have to reach work late.
January 29th, I'm very upset with the Dominica Police Force. And immediately, without any further ado, I am just going to issue the Dominica Police Force
Red card.
Traffic Department a red card. Straight up.
Straight
no
up red
time
card.
to waste.
Yeah.
I cannot leave my home 6:50. And it's only now that I am getting to the city. Red card. Red card. And what we are trying to do, get the few persons who have not paid their license.
So it's all about the paying of licenses and thing. I think police decide, you know what? Things are hard in the Commonwealth. Brothers and sisters, now is the time. Now apparently they used to do that back in December. I think they're checking, well, that's the time people have money. So let's see if we can go out there and see if we can, you know, get some monies, brothers and sisters. You do pay your license, you're on the road. No. First of all, why are we paying license in the first place? I will talk about that in a moment, brothers and sisters. But let's continue with what Brother Narin has to say right there.
Commissioner of Police, my mother, Celia King, would have given advice about a decade ago, which has not been taken on board.
10 years ago, they give advice. They still do take it.
And if I were to quote my mother, she said, there is an arrears list. We know who haven't paid their license. It can be sorted by villages. Get the police at the various districts to pursue these vehicles, or at least put them on alert that we are checking out licenses, so it will force them, those who probably haven't gotten their license paid for whatever reason, negligence or lack of funds or whatever, to put themselves in order.
Well, that wouldn't actually, that has a level of sense right there. But the problem with that is the police would then have to not be lazy. You know, why go all the way out there when we can just stand up on the road and flag people down? Hey, let me see your thing. Next, hey, let me see your thing. You know, why would they want to go out there, use their energies, brothers and sisters, to go out there in the vicinity to say, hey, let me see if I can look for this person and that person and so forth and so forth. The police, I mean, the police got robbed in St. Joseph. I don't know if it's in broad daylight, if they had cameras or something. I don't know, but they got robbed. And they still haven't found the perpetrator, much less to find out if they robbed somebody down the street. You think they can find who? If they're robbing them in their own place. I mean, come on. The police them need some training or you know, somebody with critical thinking operatives when it comes down to this situation right there. But of course, that would require the police doing work, and the police does not want to do work. Okay? They want to write in their book and so forth, draw their money, and go about their business.
But we cannot continue just holding up traffic.
By the way, it's not everybody I'm talking about, eh? Not everybody. Just there are some good police officers out there who are trying their best. You know, there are some of them, brothers and sisters. We're not talking about this day. We're talking about the general populace that are just filled with just lazy people. I saw them passing with 2 girls, brothers and sisters, that were apparently fighting. They were making higas on the road, brothers and sisters, and it's big belly policeman that passing me. Eh? You don't think if I was a troublesome man, I just doing trouble just for the police to chase me? Yes, I would just make trouble so that this big belly policeman will chase me. Come and exercise, man. Yes. Come and exercise, man. Got a big size belly that? No, man.
But we cannot continue just holding up traffic. Today, Monday, there are 2 boats on port. Students have to go to school.
They still never rectify that whole situation. They still never rectify that whole police. Brothers and sisters, how on earth are you causing the citizens to suffer as a result of what do you call that again? Them cruise ship boats. You still cannot figure these things out properly. Have a number of these buses lining up so it doesn't flow, it doesn't prevent traffic. So apparently blocking off areas just for tourists to come and give them the come on, brothers and sisters, we need to do better than this. And if they actually did build something proper, you know, for the tourists to come in and the vehicles could drive in and take them and go, then that, but then again, we need money for these things. All right, let's continue.
We have just disrupt everything this morning because we're trying to catch 1-2 persons. In other words, you are burning down a house just to catch a mouse.
Yep, that makes sense. They need to figure these things out. They think, I don't know if they care. Well, apparently they don't. The people who are in charge of this whole operation don't seem to care at all. They don't seem to understand the logic. And they don't seem to understand they are putting people at a burden as a result of the silly things that they are doing. I mean, we're not crazy. Who is the thinkers? I don't. Who are the thinkers in Dominica, brothers and sisters? Who are the thinkers to say, hey guys, that is not a good idea that you're doing. Blocking Bayfront and just having traffic just. But you're making the place uncomfortable. You're making it hard for people to be able, especially understanding that certain places, if you park, right, they disenfranchise the people, you know, brothers and sisters. You park certain places because that is where you could get to park. Next thing you come back and meet a ticket on your car. That is not good. That doesn't help the people. You're supposed to serve the people. It seems like the people are the back end. Let's make the tourists come first, and then we'll put blockages in certain places, and the people will find out their way. No, brothers and sisters, you have to cater to the people first and then to the tourists. You want to look at the tourists and understand it. Certain sections that you can say, okay, let these buses go on top this place, or leave that area, that parking area there, so that vehicles can go back and forth. And leave the parking areas, certain parking areas that is a little far closer to the entrance of where the people coming in, so that the buses can park, and then the tourists can go in, next one go through, and so forth, and let it rotate that way, while you keeping traffic flowing. I never understood the whole Bayfront situation, but we're not talking about Bayfront, brothers and sisters. We're in JIMMIT and Belfast.
So I have no choice but to give you a red card.
Double red card.
Let us figure out a different strategy with regards to the checking, the verifying of licenses, unpaid licenses, because there are some of us who are compliant and we are leaving home on time to reach work late. That is unacceptable.
True.
So, Mr. Commissioner of Police, here I am issuing this to you. A red card this morning there. It's a while I haven't issued a red card, but this is very unproductive.
Unprofessional.
It's unproductive. It has zero value adding component to it. Yep. Because it's a handful of persons you're trying to get. You know who the perpetrators are. You know who have not paid their license. The system is automated. You can know. You know who you have to go and check. Why don't you go in the respective bus stops from time to time? Decide when you're going. If it's Thursday for MAHAUT, Wednesday for St. Joseph, and go there and do your work. In the meantime, I have no choice but to issue you this.
Alright, so the issue them a record. Now, brothers and sisters, my whole concern about the license. Now, I understand people paying license, you know, you pay your monies because obviously the road needs to get work done and so forth and so forth. So I understand that sentiment. But you cannot tell me that road works are not being done and man still paying license? Oh, you think I'm joking? Oh, all right, let's continue, brothers and sisters.
This has been broken since Erica.
Since Erica. This is just one part, brothers and sisters. We have a recent one. When you pass MAHAUT, is MAHAUT going up the little thing? MAHAUT to go to Masak? Yes. You going up the mountain, brothers and sisters, a big piece of road for along there, they just put drums there and tell you, hey, be mindful, be careful, caution. So that there for a while, brothers and sisters, there are a number of areas like this around Dominica. And you mean to tell me that you are urging people to pay their license and no roads is being fixed or very little is being done? So why should people pay license if the money that is supposed to go towards fixing the roads and enhancing the roads and bettering the roads so that the people can have better travel is not being done? Why are they paying license in the first place? Why?
Since Erica.
Since Erica, brothers and sisters. You know, fact, 2015 was Erica. 2015 was Erica, brothers and sisters. That is 9 years ago. You can do mathematics? Oh, okay.
The road to the airport.
The same thing talking about Petit Savan, brothers and sisters. They don't fix in the bridge. Them Petit Savan people have to be passing through. Them boy. And the same people voting for that making me vexed there, you know. They complaining and complaining. Last we deaf ears, we protest all sorts of things for the road. Yet still they want people to pay license, coming for police to harass people to pay license. And all you not fixing the roads. All you not organizing what needs to be organized. The very part of PT7, people have to, what would take them 45 minutes to reach their destination to Roseau, or wherever they're going, now takes them 2 hours to reach. So whereas they would leave 7 o'clock to reach Roseau on time for 8 o'clock, they have to leave at minutes to 6. I showed you guys the video, you know, of the girl leaving school. As soon as she had the horn, she didn't waste time. She just forget about camera and decided to go towards bus because she want to reach to school. The people who are also working at that time have to get up early as a result of the lack of payments needed. Lack of payments, lack of job needed to be done on the roads. And then you want people to come and pay license? Really? Does that even encourage people to pay? Hey guys, we need to organize these things. Hey, we're maintaining the roads. It seems like we just going backwards, brothers and sisters. The roads, I remember traveling on these kind of roads, brothers and sisters. These roads were nice roads. I remember when you go in Marigot, they say, hey, the people hardly passing there, man. But you passing there now, brothers and sisters, and the road just deteriorating. Roads all over Dominica just deteriorating. And then they want people to come and pay license. That's why people are feeling motivated to pay license. And once again, they want to extend the amount of money you pay. But brothers and sisters, there's something rather interesting that is taking place in Dominica and outside of Dominica right there. But let's continue with that video.
Mr. SKERRIT, when are you going to fix that road? Since Erica, Mr. SKERRIT, 2015 or 2014?
2015 was Erica.
Fix that road. Since Erica, Mr. SKERRIT, 2015,
9 years ago.
Or 2014?
9 years ago. And I understand some people might share this sentiment because it just pop in my mind. But Mr. Like, some people not paying their license. Majority of people not paying their license. Or very few people not paying their license. If the majority of people is paying their license, why aren't they using that money for them to organize the roads? Making it better for individuals. Hey, okay, we have better access. Okay, we need to do this, we need to do that. Make it accessible now? No?
15 or 2014?
So we have all this situation, brothers and sisters. Red card go up for the police department. Red card. Red card go, brothers and sisters. But you know red card, brothers and sisters? You know what? That don't have traffic? Dominica agriculture. Dominica agriculture. Do our traffic. You know what this is, brothers and sisters? These are bananas, okay? No, brothers and sisters. These are not bananas. These are plantains. Alright? We've heard of plantain chips. People selling plantain chips, making their own plantain chips, brothers and sisters. In Dominica, there's a particular lady in Cooley I can think of. There's one in Collier I could think of as well. Sitting on the road, they make their plantain chips to sell. So while people passing, they buying the nice little plantain chips that get salted or whatever, you brothers and sisters. Some not salted, but you know the point. That is being made right there. So they're selling their plantain chips on the side of the road. But you know what Dominica decided to do? Hey, let us sell our plantains to overseas. So we can make chips. And not our chips, you know. The country making the chips from our plantains. And I've stated this before. This is what is pretty much being happening, brothers and sisters. They're taking the raw materials and transforming it to this. And then they're making their own bag of plantain chips, brothers and sisters. This is Antigua plantain chips. Right there. So they're taking our plantains. Antigua doesn't make plantain, eh? They're taking our plantains, which is good. You know, when you're out there, you sell your plantains, or people want to buy your plantain, they want to make the plantain chips. Great. Alright, wonderful. Nothing wrong with that. The problem is, when they buy the plantain, let's say they buy $1 million worth of plantain. When they're selling it, brothers and sisters, they ended up making $10 million. You don't think there's a possibility that, hey guys, if we want, okay, great, let us look at the markets. And this is one of the things that I think SKERRIT is lacking on greatly. The Prime Minister keeps saying he wants to find markets and those kind of things. I remember clearly he was talking about agriculture at one point in time. And I think that was just after Hurricane Maria or during the Rona situation, brothers and sisters. So he's talking about getting markets for agriculture. Brothers and sisters, up to now, no market found. Not one market has been found from our understanding. But the interesting thing is, brothers and sisters, while Antigua is making their plantain chips, now I'm understanding that they are selling to Canada as well. So not only are they selling, from my understanding, to New Zealand, they are also selling to Canada as well. So that is two markets that they are taking our plantain chip, our plantains, and making their plantain chips and labeling it Antigua plantain chips. Say, mark you, no Dominica on this because they make the product. Same thing I was talking about when I was talking about the cacao. They're taking the cacao from the Caribbean in New York. The New York people taking the Caribbean cacao, bringing it to America and making cacao water. Yes, and they put in product of New York. Well, same thing Antigua doing. Taking our plantain, they make the plantain chips and say product of Antigua, brothers and sisters. No link back to Dominica on the thing. You look for it, you wouldn't see it, brothers and sisters. You wouldn't see it. But it's very interesting that Dominica is also, well, from my understanding, making its own sort of thing. It's called the breadfruit chips. Now, I asked the individual that posted this stuff, where is the market for this? The individual is telling me about buying local. What? What? The market that can create these breadfruit chips to then push more money, brothers and sisters. Dominica has the raw materials, just like this plantain right there. Dominica is making the breadfruit chips, just like Antigua is doing, but it's Dominica focused. And you mean to tell me the market for the breadfruit chips is not outside of Dominica, it's inside Dominica? While Antigua is importing our plantains to make their plantain chips and they're selling to New Zealand and Canada, our market is the people. How on earth is that beneficial to Dominica? When they're selling and making $10 million per se, brothers and sisters, when we can even make not just $10 million, but $11 million. Because we have the product there, we're giving it to the factories, they're selling out whatnot, then they're creating a surplus to the different markets. That is not the case happening in Dominica. You tell me, oh, we're creating the same thing. Look, we're creating, where's the markets for this? Where is the market, brothers and sisters? Where? Wherever, where you see that anywhere in the Caribbean, brothers, you see that in Martinique. We have Jamaican water and Trinidad water and Antigua water and all kind of water, but St. Vincent water. We've seen those products in Jamaica. We've seen those products in Antigua. We've seen those products in Trinidad. We've seen those products in Jamaica. We've seen those products there, brothers and sisters. Huh? The only product I asked in different individuals in different places, what Dominican products do you see? What Dominican products do you see on the shelves where you at? There's a particular place that told me he saw that the Dominica soap, I think it's called Ready. The Ready soap, if it's made in Dominica, the Ready soap is definitely in there in one shop. And that is in New York area. I was quite happy to hear this, brothers and sisters, but we need to expand further. And it seems like the individuals who are selling, they are directly involved. But one of the things that when it comes down to, boy, I tell you, boy, it's not just making products in Dominica, but selling the products out will have a cost as well. And it seems like it's just constantly just keeping the people down. It is a heck of a thing to bring things into Dominica. You have to pass through customs. When you're selling it out, brothers and sisters, that is another task. That is another set of monies that you have to pay to try to bring in monies into Dominica. Brother, that is something else. Hand-cooked chips. The fruit are paid bread. Okay. Fruit of bread. Breadfruit. Oh, okay, yes. Product of Dominica, brothers and sisters. Where the markets? We have no idea. So, interesting. So, where we can make money so we can do certain things, brothers and sisters, it's not the case. You know what stuff we can do? We can first do that by, you know what this is, brothers and sisters? These are Dominican people in the United States. And there's an article that went out, brothers and sisters. The Caribbean nation hit with disasters owes MSU Texas for overdue tuition. Now, remember, we've made billions of dollars in the CBI program, right? Apparently, the money is being hindered from coming to Dominica for whatever reason. For whatever reason, brothers and sisters. So a certain person I heard maybe have the money and holding it up. So the Prime Minister them doesn't get it. I don't know if that is all right. The Caribbean nation hit with disasters. They are focused on disasters that happened back in 2017. Dominica since then has made a lot of money in CBI. So much money is where criminals were obtaining Dominica passports after they were denied in England, where we ended up losing visa-free brothers and sisters. Come on. Somebody talk to me. I have the list of criminals, you know. All right. I have the list of criminals that obtained Dominica diplomatic passports and passports. Right. The Caribbean nation hit with disasters. That is what they say. Owes MSU Texas for overdue tuition. The debt comes amidst Midwestern State University's own struggle with a budget hole. Apparently, they have a budget hole because certain people don't want to pay them money. The Caribbean country sending students to study at MSU Texas is in debt to the university for approximately $900,000 of overdue tuition, a Midwestern University official stated. MSU Midwestern University no longer accepts new students on government sponsorships, from Dominica because of the outstanding balance, paid down from $1.4 million at its height, the official stated right there. Hit by natural disasters. Now, this is people that are focusing, trying to get some sort of debt relief, right? But if you make a promissory note to pay, that means you have to pay them. And I understand you saying, oh, how much? 7 years ago, brothers and sisters, we were hit with natural disasters, for which you are interestingly claiming. Now, the thought, brothers and sisters, I was going to say something else, but the thought came to mind. The thought of the $70,000 and approximately about $92,000 that the Prime Minister and his wife is alleged to be given or be receiving per month, right, brothers and sisters? Now, if they are receiving that amount of money per month to stay in a mansion in Mont Daniel when they have the house in Vickers, or they could have stayed in Mont Daniel where they was before. I mean, how long the roof doesn't fix, eh? Well, it was before, wasn't nice. The roof doesn't fix. Now you're in a mansion getting now $70,000, and people of the cabal are saying that he deserve it. Where you deserve it, brothers and sisters? Where you deserve it? I get too excited about this, brothers and sisters. But you are getting all this money, saying things are hard, and you're asking for debt forgiveness when you're receiving $70,000, when you can avoid doing that. The Prime Minister can avoid getting $70,000, getting that money to go somewhere else. You know what $70,000 can do to Dominica, brothers and sisters? It can do a lot. It can buy the firemen new hose, it can buy the firemen tires, the ambulance buses can fix. They can respray those things and make them look much better. Joseph Isaac can get a new vehicle, brothers and sisters. You can give him a new vehicle as the Mr. Speaker of the House, driving like he's a farmer. Your vehicle take blows on the farming, brothers and sisters. What? You know what $70,000 can do, brothers and sisters? Pay off these debts. $70,000 can pay off these debts. In 10 months, $70,000 is $700,000. You know that? 10 months. $840,000 per year. $70,000 a month. I mean, I'm talking about the salary itself. I mean, if things are so bad in Dominica, you mean to tell me you're not... Who exactly are they focusing on? That is my question right there. Brothers and sisters, gas prices went up the other day. Nowhere else gas prices go up, you know, but it went up in Dominica. For what reason? We are alone in Ukraine war. We facing Ukraine war. We in the war in Israel. No, okay. All right then. Anyways, hit by natural disasters and the Rona impact. The Commonwealth of Dominica struck an agreement with the MSU to pay its debt. Dr. Keith Lamb, MSU Vice President for Enrollment Management and Student Affairs, said in a recent interview. Well, they have to pay their debts first because you know what? Line number 2, paragraph number 2 says MSU will no longer be accepting any new students under government sponsorships from Dominica because of the outstanding debt. The interesting question here is, we have heard that the Dominica owes Monroe, MSU is another one, and they owe the very famous Grambling University. We're not seeing the trajectory here. You know much things Dominica owes outside there, brothers and sisters? You know much Dominica, from our understanding, still owes Antigua for gas. Boy. One of the reasons why they had to bring back the gas station, what they call them again? Or the gas station that go and come back. Ruby's. Why is Ruby still operating? Why? I don't even know what's going on. But this is pretty much all about for this here BrBpTV YouTube reactions, brothers and sisters. Tune in for the next one. The next one is going to be an interesting one right there. Taking place where? None other than St. Joseph. There's some sort of squabble happening. I actually presented that before. And I'm going to present a more situation. It has been circulating all over social media. And brothers and sisters, Ila, why can't we just be neighborly? Huh? The great book says, live peaceable with all men. Live peaceably with all men. Apparently people don't want to do these kind of things, and they're sending me because it's getting out of hand and they don't want to take action. Brothers and sisters, tune in for the next reaction on Miss Lick's reaction, I guess. Okay, tune in for that vibration. Let me just drop this reaction for you guys and then come back and do the next reaction right there. And there's boy Miss Licks on this here BrBpTV. What are your thoughts, guys? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, and don't forget to do what? Hit that like button, brothers and sisters. I would appreciate that right there. Smash that like button, thumbs up that like button right there in that regard. It's your boy Mr. Licks on this here BrBpTV. I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Don't forget to do what? Subscribe and turn on that post notification so you'll be notified when I drop my videos right there and there. Big up yourself one time, brothers and sisters. Be real, be positive.